Alright, welcome back to another Art of War 3 replay. I'm your host, John Cena, and today we're going to be doing a 1v1 battle here. I'm going to be the blue Confederate player in the top right corner, and I'm going to be facing off against another Confederate player in the bottom left corner. So let's go and get into it. Our opponent for today is from a pretty strong Medalist clan. So it should anticipate a potentially interesting matchup here. We got some early game scouting happening around the battlefield as we try to fight for those early game containers. One thing that I'm noting in this early combat that's unfolding is that my opponent has much stronger assaults than me and is able to produce those assaults much more quickly than I am. So at this point, I decided that I'm going to go for checking up straight to HQ 3. And I'm not going to worry about trying to fight for that large container because I know that my opponent is able to outproduce me. We had some assaults in the back of my base there. I've produced a fortress just so I can go and clean up those assaults and push them out of my base. I'm going to go ahead and also drop a couple bunkers down just so I have some coverage around my base as I continue to develop my infrastructure. Meanwhile, I'm getting another assault into the base of the green player. And we can see that they've got some infrastructure down, and we can see there's 3 assault vehicle factories that are level 2 in full production, which tells us that this player is going for a full HQ3 rush, likely a mix of hammers and infantry. So with this knowledge, I need to be prepared for this. And we can see some assaults cleaning up my cyclone there. I'm going to start by dropping 1 rocket tower in my base. Got a gold supply boost going just so I can focus on getting resources and trying to get enough resources to drop more defensive structures. I'm going to start to produce as many cyclones and hammers as I can. I'm also going to put a bunker over the top of the hill just so I can have some visual control. We can see some assaults coming in. My cyclone is going to take out an assault though, and my opponent is going to retreat. So right now, just dropping another rocket tower. I finished building a rocket tower, so now I have 2 rocket towers, and I'm going to see if I can get a 3rd rocket tower down as well. Meanwhile, I'm also going to upgrade my barracks as well. In addition to getting hammers and cyclones in, I want to try to mix some infantry in. We can see that there's a lot of fire assaults gathered in the center of the map there, so I think that my opponent is going to try and attack pretty soon here. I'm going to plant a bunker in front of one of my rocket towers just to reinforce it a little bit. And we can see some assaults moving in now from the green player, trying to get a scout onto my base. And it looks like they're pressing an early assault. Here comes some hammer tanks from the green player. It's possible they might be pushing the assault now. So I'm going to throw in a gold common defense boost just to boost the range and damage of my defensive structures. These hammers are going to drive by my bunker here, and they're going to dish out some good damage against the bunker, but it looks like they're going to leave my bunker alone for now. So this is going to give me a little bit more time to just continue to produce as many units as I can to help defend my base. So I got a gold spy boost going just to continue with resource accumulation, and here comes the assault from the green player. This is a huge ground army. We're only 8.5 minutes or so in, and my bunker is going to go down. Let's see what kind of defense we can rally here. I've got a fair amount of cyclones here. They're doing a good job taking out those fire assaults. Meanwhile, my hammer tanks are dishing out damage against the enemy hammer tanks, and I've got my rocket tower dishing out some good damage as well. And we can see that my bunker and hammer tanks and cyclones are doing a surprisingly good job cleaning up this rush here. So despite the large attack force that was sent to me, they were not able to do that much damage. So this is actually great news for me. So I've got unit production that's continuing to happen right now. I'm actually going to finish off this infantry here, and now I'm going to press for a counter assault to see if we can do some damage to the green player and set them back a little bit. Here comes some heavy assaults from the green player. I'm moving in a group of hammers, heavy assaults, and cyclones. I'm going to go ahead and throw on a gold attack boost here just so I can boost the effectiveness of my troops here. And now we're getting into combat. It's going to be heavy assaults against a combined army here. Hammer coming in from the green player, but that hammer is not going to be enough. We see another hammer coming in as well, and it looks like I'm going to be able to clean up those heavy assaults very nicely, and these hammer tanks are going to get cleaned up as well. So I've got a rally point set right now towards the opposite end of the map, and that way I can reinforce my attack constantly. Let's push an assault onto the green player and see what happens here. We can see some hammer tanks now moving in to try and intercept some of my reinforcement troops. Meanwhile, I've got a small ground army here dishing out some good damage against the green player. We're going to take out a construction yard and delay the construction of these bunkers, and I'm going to be able to finish off these bunkers no problem. So now I'm pushing an assault onto the green player. Green's trying to come back in with those hammer tanks, but I don't know if those hammer tanks are going to be enough. I'm going to take out a barracks there, so just going to work on taking out this other barracks here. We can see some more defensive structures coming down from the green player. Green is in trouble, so they're trying to defend as best as they can. I got reinforcements coming in. We got some assaults and cyclones and hammers coming in. Looks like they were able to finish the anti-air tower, and that anti-air tower is going to put some damage onto my cyclones here. Hammer tanks coming in though, but they get absolutely shredded by my ground army, which is very nicely done for me. And now my ground troops are firing onto the anti-air tower. We're going to go ahead and take out that anti-air tower, and we're going to finish off this supply center now. And now we're moving on to the rest of the green player's base slowly but surely. We can see that the green player is building defensive structures and barracks incredibly quickly. And in addition to that, these buildings are incredibly tough. They're taking a lot of damage before going down, which tells me that this person is most likely gold boosting and or has a lot of upgrades. So those upgrades are not going to save them though in this case. I've got the upper hand here in terms of putting pressure onto the green player. Green's now desperately trying to produce some more hammer tanks to defend, but it's not going to be enough. I'm going to clean up a couple more barracks. We see the green player trying to drop more bunkers to try and defend, but I'm slowly moving my ground troops in and army to just clean up the rest of this green player's base. Alright, so most important takeaway from this battle is that scouting your enemy early on is key, because a good scout will give you an idea of what your enemy is going to go for strategy-wise, and that's going to help you with developing a proper counter and subsequently launching a counterattack. So, the rest of this video is just me cleaning up the rest of this green player's base. Hope you all enjoyed this battle, and we will see you in the next one.
Target destroyed!
Victory.